The third thing, one thing I do. These are the words of Paul in the book of Philippians. Yeah. And Paul, when Paul wrote Philippians, he wasn't young. Number one, he wasn't young. Okay. When Paul wrote the book of Philippians, number two, he wasn't like free to go everywhere. He was in the prison. Yeah. So Paul was not young and he was in prison. But I think that is the beautiful thing. With all those constraints of not having freedom, of that imprisonment, and not being young, he still can say this: one thing I do, I forget what is behind, I strain towards what is ahead, and I press on towards the goal. Now, what does straining ahead means? Straining towards what is ahead. Olympic just over lah. Olympic just over. Okay. Now, straining, the picture is like that, you know. You are running, and then the finishing line or the tape is in front of you. If you notice, most runner, in fact, all the runner in the Olympic, when they are like very near, they don't care one. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's no more that rhythm of running, but when they reach that finishing line, they strain towards, they just last push, because the person who touched the tape first is going to get gold. Yeah. So straining towards what is ahead have that meaning. It's not just running consistently, but in the last lap, I give my last push, you know, so that I reach my goal. So Paul, in his imprisonment, Paul, in all the you know, in his late age in life, he still have this fire and he still has this zeal in his heart. One thing I do, I still press towards the mark of the high calling of Jesus Christ. I press towards that. So Paul was not an ordinary person. He was not a non-achiever. And from these few words, we see the philosophy of life. And we see Paul's ultimate goal. And we see that Paul is very, very focused. He has his eyes set upon Jesus. And it is not a wishful thinking. Yeah lah. See lah. See got time or not lah. See first lah. And many times we feel very frustrated, isn't it? Yeah. When our hope is pinned on somebody, and we ask somebody to do something, and the answer from that somebody is, see first lah, see how lah. Yeah? Then we know this person 50-50 only, don't know will do or not do one. Yeah? See first lah, see how lah. It's not like that one. Yeah. So how did Paul approach? Paul's approach is, number one, he forget what is behind. He doesn't let his past failure, neither does he let his past success hinder him. He doesn't let any baggage hinder him. He forget what is behind. And just now I say, he strained forward. He pressed on towards that goal. And this kind of dedication often will not work when we have too many tabs open. Yeah? When we are not focused at all. It is very, very important that we move forward and press towards this goal that God wants us to have.